What's a rumor that somebody spread about you that ended up being true or ended up coming true?
That I'm a whore.
So many things that we can take away and learn from those two clips that you just saw. Let's break down the nuances and the psychology of why these two clips went viral. All right. So the first thing you see is a guy who you guys would probably consider a Chad, Black community Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, that guy who can get women, right? So these women don't mind being on camera with this dude. Right? He looks like he could probably get a lot of those chicks, and those females will be the one chasing him and pursuing him. He doesn't have to work hard for sex, right? Let's just keep it real. This is why these females don't mind being played by this guy. And just think about it. All those chicks are just lining up to kiss him and go for a kiss. Now, whether they think it's a game or not, or whether they know about the prank or whatever the case may be, just think about it. They don't mind being on camera with that type of guy. Now, I guarantee if he was an average looking dude, or a geeky nerd, or a little, dude doesn't have any swag or any confidence like that, they'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm not kissing you. They'd be like, ew, ew, ew. They'll say all types of things about him, right? You're weird, you're a creep. So this is what you guys take away from this. Women don't mind being rejected by a top tier guy that they view as really attractive, right? They don't mind being one of many. Matter of fact, I counted at least about 9, 10 of those females. And he had the same shirt on in most of the first clip, right, with the chicks. So just think about that mindset. This is the female. This is where the 80-20 rule comes into play, where you see all these women pursuing the top 15 to 20% guys, and they're trying to share them, and they're trying to be that main chick. So they don't mind giving their bodies, they don't mind giving their goods and spreading their legs to that top percentage of guy, as long as they can be the one. And here's the thing, most of these women think that my box is special. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Every woman thinks that, all I got to do is give him sex. All I got to do is give him my body. All I got to do is show him that I can do this in the bedroom and rock his world. And he's going to choose me out of all the women that he's dealing with. And trust me, women do not mind sharing. I even say this, remember this quote. Women don't mind sharing alpha males. They're disgusted with being loyal and faithful to one beta male. Think about that. So it's one alpha male, let's say hypothetically, or you know how some women say, I want a tall bearded guy. It's not a lot of guys like that. And hundreds of those women want that dude. So he has the pickings, as you can see in that video. That dude, he has the pickings of chicks he can do that to. And here's the thing, he can do that to chicks in real life. This is just not no camera thing, right? We all been in school. And then you have that faithful, loyal guy, that average looking dude, a dude who really can't get women, who doesn't have the confidence as him to get on camera like that and do that to those chicks, those women don't want him. They're like, he's boring. Something about him, I don't know, about this guy. Something about him is turning me off. You know what turns the women off to average guys? Their ability to get women. If you're able to get women, and women know this, they'll be like, hey, I don't mind being your second, third, fourth, fifth women. This is why those chicks was lining up. Maybe they knew about the prank or whatever the guy was doing, but maybe they didn't, because they seemed like they was going in for the kiss. Like, those chicks was just, literally getting ready to give a kiss, and they were surprised. And some women was angry. A couple chicks hit them and everything, and they're like, that's because women can't handle rejection. Right? That's for another video, though. So these chicks, they don't mind being a side piece. They don't mind being in on the prank, in on the game, because that's what females do. They follow other women. So if it's a guy that's having sex with 4, 5, 6 different women, all the other women are going to say, oh, why are those women going over trying to kiss him? Why are those women over there trying to hook up with him? Something about him must be special. He must be a cool dude. He must have something going on. What's wrong with this guy? Let me get a piece of him. This is how women are. They don't like to do their own research. They don't really like to have one guy as their own and go from there. They like to have a guy. They want a piece of a guy as opposed to having a whole guy, a guy who can actually give them a good life. And guys like that, let's be honest, they're everywhere. They hook up with this chick, they hook up with that chick, they smash this female, and then these females are left mad and angry, like, oh, just like the chicks in the thumbnail that I put up. Just like all these females, they're surprised that they get rejected, that they get smashed, they get pumped and dumped, that they get ran through, and now they're like, oh, what? Oh, and they go to hit him, or they go to Kia's car, they get angry and frustrated, and you know what Chad, Pookie, Tyrone do? He just smiles just like that guy did in the clip. Guys, this is a revelation. This is facts. Understand something about women. They don't mind being 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th to an attractive guy, to an alpha male, to a dude who's getting laid a lot, who has women. They just don't want to be with one dude due to hypergamy. They're always trying to climb that ladder. They always think that I'm going to be the one who's going to make him commit, who's going to get him out of the streets. I'm going to be the one. My box is going to get him to stay home and not go out to the club and not go cheat on me with this girl down the street. My box, just little old me, but they think they're special. Little old me is gonna stop him from texting that girl. And here's the thing, even if I find out that he's texting that girl, then I'll give him another chance, because I can convince him, little old me, that I'm special, that I can love him, that I can change him. And this is what's going on with these chicks. They think that they can change a guy. They think that they can be the one. I'm positive throughout those clips at night, some chicks probably seen what was going on, but they wanted to be a part of the action because they don't mind being a casualty. They don't mind being just another number on his notch count, because women want that alpha seed. They don't want that beta need. They want the beta after they get rejected, after they're like, the guy, kisses them or has sex with them, hooks up with them, that alpha, and then they're like, oh, no, I'm hurt. Now they're going to go to that beta. They're like, hey, but they won't be really attracted to that guy because they want that type of dude that you see in the clip. The dude who gets them wet, the dude that turns them on. And she will always fantasize and think about him. This is just how women are. The guy who they really wanted and were never able to lock down and get, women will always think about those dudes and say, man, what if? Man, he was so attractive. He was good looking. Trust me, your girl thinks about the same thing. Your wife thinks about that really hot, attractive dude. And chances are, more often than not, if you have a girlfriend, you probably didn't really want her to be your girlfriend, right? You probably like, man, this girl, she's trying to convince me to be, together with her. And the reason being is because she's got pumped and dumped so many times. She got ran through. So now she's like, man, I need to find some dude to settle down with. Now, I'm not saying every boyfriend is a beta, but most boyfriends or husbands are. Because these same women that are committed to them somewhat, they would have never chose that type of dude. Chad, Pookie, Tyrone, Ray Ray, guys like that in that clip who women want, who are sexually appealing, who get them wet, they don't mind playing second fiddle. That's why these chicks are fighting over these dudes. Why do you think these females are baby mama number 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20? You're like, he he already got 2-3 different baby mamas. And these women are just lining up to be the next baby mama, to spread their legs to that next side, because in their mind, they're thinking something is special about him. Something about him is causing me to get wet. He's asked this woman, this girl had him, this girl had him, this girl had him. So I have to be the next because I have to see what it's really about, right? Women are like cats. They're always curious. They're always trying to see, what's going on over there? What's going on over here? As opposed to sitting still and sitting on their hands and being content at home. They want to go outdoors. And then when they go out there and get ran through by this dude, by that dude, now they're like, man, all these dudes is trash. No, their men are trash. It's the fact that you women want a certain type of guy, a top tier guy, a guy who a whole bunch of women want. And you're going to try to get him to commit, but it rarely, if ever, works.